Yeah, what were the emotions, I guess, after a finish like that?
Yeah, obviously, we're filthy with the result. Clearly, you want to come into a game of footy and come away with the 4 points, but that wasn't the case today. But I can't question the players' effort. I can't question their want, their desire. Really tough conditions, but to have 27 shots at goal, 70 entries, plus 40 odd in the contest, and lose a game of footy, that's tough. And inefficiency cost us again, and it's something that we need to get right. We're working incredibly hard on it, but it's just not coming together at the moment. But if we keep that effort, we keep that work, it'll turn pretty quickly.
How much would you blame on the conditions, though it was pretty nasty out there? It's pretty wet and pretty miserable. It was more like a Victorian suburban ground than that you'd expect at Alice Springs and the Territory. So
yeah, look, it wasn't a game for clean offensive ball movement, good clean entry. It was a tough game of footy. It was a surge forward momentum type of game of footy, and it was a contest-based game. I know all the stats that we won, but we lost on the scoreboard. We weren't able to take our opportunities when we had them, and our inefficiency cost us the game for a few weeks in a row now. So we need to get that right as a footy club. We're working incredibly hard on it. I know it'll frustrate our supporters, and it'll frustrate everyone that supports Melbourne, but we ain't stopping in our bid to get better. We're going to keep working on it, and eventually the wheel will turn. I spoke to the players after the game about how proud of their effort I was. Yeah. And we should be, because they gave everything they had, but our inefficiencies and our ability to finish cost us.
It's a bit of a mixture of emotions, and you're proud of their effort, but they just couldn't produce that, the polish that you needed at the end of the day.
Yeah, look, in those type of conditions, you feel it's always going to be an arm wrestle, that type of game, and we knew that coming in. GWS were in good form. They had some really important players playing really good footy for them, and for the large part of the game, it felt like we had a lot of control in the game, and that was a real pleasing thing. And as I said, the players gave everything, and the stats back that up. Their effort and their will and their want and their ability to win contests and play the game in their half was all things that were really strong. But we've kicked less than 8 goals 4 weeks in a row, so we need to get that right.
And Bailey going down as well, that was pretty significant. I mean, that was within 8 minutes of the game. That throws your system out of place a little bit. Yeah,
look, he's an important player for us. He's a goal kicker, so to lose him early was challenging.
Especially in those conditions as well.
Yeah, look, he's, as I said, he's an important player for us. He's a goal kicker, so we want him out there. Obviously, he'll go and have a scan. He's been stomped on his foot, so we just have to check him, see how he is, and get an update tomorrow on that. But we're hopeful.
So that was in a marking contest. I missed that. What was the sort of context of that injury?
Yeah, look, it was a marking contest. Came down and got stomped on with his foot, so he pulled up really sore, and straight away came off and got assessed, and wasn't able to go on. So clearly we've got to go and have a scan, and we'll be hopeful that it's the best case scenario.
So in the guts, in the midfield, who sort of impressed you there? Who do you feel really put in a 4-quarter effort? Jack Viney was obviously pretty strong as well. Who impressed you?
Yeah, look, I thought that area of the game was really strong for us. Our clearance game was strong all day. Centre bounce, obviously Viney, Brayshaw, Petrarca, all had pretty good games to the middle of the ground, and I thought our rucks gave us a pretty good look at it. So from that area of the game, that helped us get the territory that we wanted, and helped set the game up the way we wanted it. But in the end, it was, as I said, they got some goals on the back of some of their better efficiency, and in the end, that's what won them the game.
Looking forward to a drier day. You've had 2 wet ones in a row, Simon. You must be looking forward to a
wet
warmer
footy
one
in the last month. So, look, we obviously play Saints next week in a really important game. It'll be the roof on at Marvel, so guaranteed dry conditions, so a chance to really look at our offence and how we connect. But as I said, it's something we're working on, and we've got to get better at it.
Yeah, no worries. And just good to be back in the territory as well. Enjoyed the experience.
Yeah, it's great. Our club's spent a lot of time in the community here, building their rapport with the people of Alice Springs, and obviously spent a lot of time in Santa Teresa working there. So we're really happy to come up to the territory and give ourselves to the community and play footy up here.
Beautiful.
Simon,
good luck.
obviously looking ahead to next week, what is the update on Clayton Oliver? He'll obviously be pushing to play for the Marvel Stadium game against Saints.
Yeah, look, he did a really strong session today with match loads. He's still got to tick off his speed through the week, but we're really hopeful that he'll be available next week. I know I've said that a few weeks now, so yeah, once he ticks those markers off, he'll be available. He's put in a couple of really good weeks of training.
So it's still pretty early to say about Bailey, how long he might be out for, or how significant that injury is.
Yeah, we'll get a scan tomorrow on that, and then we'll get all the information we need, and our doctors will make a really good decision on what the best progress is moving forward. But, fingers crossed on Bailey.
Thanks, Drew.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.